Live for her one show this month. In fact, you're not back till April 26th.
I know.
And that's only one show then? What's going on here, Victoria? You're a busy lady, I know you are.
You're going to be busier back half.
Listen, it's always a treat to have you. We are thrilled that you're along. We just spoke to Laurie in New York. We'd love to speak to you as well. This hour is a mixture of beautiful timepieces, stunning jewelry, genuine gemstones. Next hour, an incredible array of absolute. Let's talk about this. Rubies. Rubies and genuine white topaz. We have a ring and we have the pendant. Okay, so here's where we stand. The ring is $169 and the pendant is also $169, and the pendant comes, of course, with the 18-inch chain. This is a genuine ruby ring. I love, how would you describe the design? We were just saying it's a flower. It really does look like a flower with the ruby petals.
Right, it's really, this is what every ruby wants to be. It's that, the ruby that goes from the pink to red. It's like, it's that, the pinkish red with a lot of, play of color. Rubies are not supposed to ever be opaque. They're supposed to have that liveliness.
But many don't.
Many don't. A lot of them, when I see a lot of them on the market right now, they're, filled, silicone filled. They're opaque. They almost look like red marble. They're supposed to have a lot of dance to it, and that's what this is. If you tell people this is a ruby, they're not even going to believe you, because this is what the ruby's supposed to be, actually.
Right. We're so used to the other way.
We're so used to the ones that are poor quality, but this is sort of the epitome of that Burmese ruby. It really has that the dance and the fire, and that the pink, the reds and the lavenders all into this piece. Love the design on this. Again, it's very floral. Whenever you buy something that's floral or critters, as far as I know, wildflowers have lived here on Earth probably longer than I have. They've been here for tens of thousands of years. They're never going to go out of style.
No.
Artists who come long after us are going to be always inspired by the flowers, the naturals. So they'll never go out of style. No. I mean, we still see the dragonflies, the flowers in Art Deco, even going back to Edwardian period. In fact, a lot of the royals, had their, look at the French royal family, the fleur de lis, right? Flower, the lily of the valley.
Of course. All
those flowers. So this is one of those pieces that I would encourage you. Again, we just went through absolute prices of, absolute or any other. The pricing on these pieces are just so great. They're just so affordable now. Look at how pretty that is. Have you ever seen rubies this size with that much fire and embers flying around?
No,
it's just, usually when you get rubies under $1,000, they're opaque.
Right.
They're opaque, or they're in cabs,
right.
and even the really nice cabs are very expensive, but this is really neat.
The key to this ring, to this pendant, is, I mean, we can talk about the beautiful design all day long, because it is, and it is a classic forever design, but the key to this success is the quality of the ruby. That's what people will look and they will see and they will be wowed by, because it is alive. It has a life. It isn't so much of an opaque, it isn't dull. And so many rubies, especially at under $200, are not going to have that. They're not going to have that scintillation. Each one of them, color matched to perfection. Even on Sue's hand from a distance, the pendant, the ring, it looks like a very aspirational piece of jewelry that you have had custom made. There is no doubt about it. And actually, it is reflected in the appraised value. The lowest appraised value came in at nearly $400.
And you know what? HSN, I have to tell you, this may be my imagination, but HSN's appraisals are very, very low.
Well, they are low.
I mean, I'm telling you, when I send things for appraisals to all of my customers, private clients, they never get anything for $400. I mean, this is so crazy. But look at, you have it next to a pink, or you can have it next to like the deep purple one.
A deep purple.
Yeah, like that. Okay, here.
Hang on, I'll have to multitask.
You're gonna have to, that one right there.
This one, I see it, I see it.
Bring those up, and you'll see, look at how pretty that looks next to all these, almost like a royal purple. There are very few rubies you can actually do this with. This is one of those pieces that's so collectible. I love the fact that this is almost looks like a royal crest.
Yes, yes, it is.
It almost looks like a royal crest. Like they used to have those rings where they used to like stamp it, you know what I mean, like a signature ring. It really looks like that, and I just love that too. It's very springy.
Victoria, some things have happened you may not be aware of.